like a cherry dream. Hey Mecca Beauty Junkies, it's Em here, and I am very lucky because I was one of the first people to get my hands on the new Naked Cherry palette. It's incredible. I've created this Naked Cherry look using some of the collection. Keep watching to see how I did it. So today I did my base and my brows off camera, and we're gonna get started on the eye look using the amazing Naked Cherry palette. The first step in the eye look is to take the shades Juicy and Feels, and using the Smashbox crease brush, I'm going to pick up both of these on my brush and just add them through the crease of the eye and blend out. Generally, when I'm applying a colour through the crease, I like to look in the mirror and keep my eyes open. That way I can clearly see the outline of the crease. And I like to start with not much product and then slowly build up. That way there's less room for error. And I'm going to take the colour sort of outwards and upwards as well. This will just help emphasise my almond-shaped eyes. So up next is the shade Bing, and I'm going to apply this to the inner corner and the outer corner only of my eye because I want to save the middle for a little bit of sparkle. So using the Mecca Max All Over Eye Enhancer, just going to load up that colour and just start pressing on the inner corner. And then grabbing a little bit more and pressing on the outer corner and up through the crease. So you can pop an eye primer down before you start this. Today I've just used some concealer and then I've set that with plenty of powder. And that way when I'm blending everything out, it's super seamless and really smooth on the eye. So I wouldn't normally wear like a really super cherry eye, but as soon as the Naked palette came out, I was like, gotta try it. It's super flattering, especially if you're heading out or you've got an event coming up, because it's just a bit of a modern sort of take on a classic smoky eye. So now taking the first brush that I used, I'm going to load this one up with the same colour. They're just really lightly making sure there's no harsh lines and leaving a bit of a gap right above my pupil there. So the next step is to apply a little bit of concealer to the middle of the eye. So I'm just using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and the Hourglass Concealer Brush. Applying the concealer, like I said, just to the middle of the eye. This is going to provide a base for the shimmer that we're going to pop over to create that halo effect. I'm going to take this gorgeous shade here. It's a beautiful sort of pinky nude shimmer shade. It's called Bang Bang. And I'm going to apply this one with my fingers because I just like how much more I can pick up with my finger, and then I can actually press it into the eye. So just lightly tapping and pressing in and keeping it just to the middle of the eye. So this particular shade is super creamy and really easy to apply with your finger. In fact, every shade in this palette is really buttery and really easy to blend, so you can't go wrong. So to deepen the colour a little bit more on the outer corner of my eyes, I'm going to take the shade Devilish, which is this beautiful deep sort of burgundy plum shade. And I'm using the MAC brush number 217 and just pressing it in the outer corner, and then I'm going to blend that one out. And don't stress if you get a little bit of fallout during this process, you can always clean it up later. And now taking my Smashbox crease brush and blending everything out. Still making sure that we're keeping this darker colour just on the outer corner. So the next step is to get the colour Devilish again, and using my Hourglass number 11 brush. And I want to even out the colour on the top and the bottom, and I obviously want this to be a bit sultry and a bit dramatic, so I'm going to smoke out underneath and I'm going to go all the way across the eye for dramatic effect. So once I've placed that colour, I'm going to grab my MAC brush again and just smoke it out even further, really lightly, and just bring it down sort of to where my lower lashes finish. So now to smoke it up and make it even more dramatic, I'm going to take the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil by Urban Decay in the colour Roach, and I'm going to apply this through the lower waterline. So it's time to add a wing to this eye look, because how could I not? And of course I have to use the Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner because it's honestly the best and it won't budge. Slow and steady wins the race. And it's time for mascara, and of course, how could I not use Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara? It's my holy grail, I can't live without it. So I like to start right at the base of the lashes and work my way upwards, and I'll add a little bit to my bottom lashes too. I love that you can layer this one up and it doesn't go clumpy. So to add a little bit of colour to my face to help support this pretty dramatic eye look, I'm going to contour, highlight and add a little bit of blush. To contour, I've just got the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil and I'm using the NARS No. 10 brush. I like to use a big fluffy brush for this, just to disperse the colour easily and quickly. And I'm just concentrating that on the cheekbones. And of course, highlight. Can't go past the Mecca Cosmetica Enlighten Powder. It's the best. And using the Smashbox fan brush here, just layer. Layer until your heart's content. Highlighting, best part of my day. A little bit just down the center of the nose. And Cupid's bow. You guys know the deal. And my favorite blush of all time is the Hourglass Ambient Blush in the shade Mood Exposure. I love this because it's got a nice sort of lilac-y purple effect to it, and it's a really nice complementary color for the eye look. Just using the same brush I applied my bronzer with, so everything's nice and seamless. Concentrate this one on the apples of the cheeks and then blend upwards. I love the natural finish of these Hourglass blushes. They really make you look like you've got that sort of color coming from within the cheeks rather than them sitting on top. And now onto lips. I'm using a new color in fact, from the Urban Decay Naked Cherry collection. This shade here is Juicy Metallized, and I'm just going to apply it all over the lips. As you can see, it's got a nice sort of nudie shimmer through it, and I think this is going to complement the look really nicely. So I've done a lot of work today to make sure everything looks amazing, and I don't want it to move anywhere. I want it on lockdown, so all-nighter. But look at this, it's cherry scented. So you get everything on lockdown and an amazing cherry scent while you spritz it. I'm so ready for this. Oh yeah, it's like a cherry dream. So there you have it, my very cherry makeup look using the new Urban Decay Naked Cherry collection. Make sure you let us know what else you want to see in our comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.